Yo, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be relocating my battery to the back of the car because now the intercooler pipes run through where the stock battery is, and I do not want to downgrade to a smaller battery. You guys could downgrade to like a Miata battery, that's fine, it'll fit, but I'm going to relocate it to the back and show you guys how to do it. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so starting off with the stuff you're going to need, I went ahead and bought the Twisted Motions relocation kit, which came with obviously the ground wire, the power. It also came with this blue wire that we won't be using. Came with a couple connectors, a couple of little protectors. They give you a grommet if you want to make a hole through your firewall so you can run the wire. And they also give you the fuse. I also went ahead and bought a battery box and a couple other connectors and stuff, new terminals, terminal bolts. So this is pretty basic install if you know what you're doing. I kind of don't, I kind of do at the same time. And depending on your way of installing it, you might need different stuff like a distribution block or, you know, other connectors and stuff. But this is the stuff I'm going to be using to do it, and with the battery box. So let's get started. Alright you guys, so I went ahead and ran the wire first. We have this end here, and I ran it up around through this hole here. And I'm sorry you guys, into that grommet right there. I just cut out a little slot for this to slide through. Then we come around on the inside, comes out under there, ran it all the way down, kind of tucked it a little bit under here. As you guys can tell, I have no interior, and then ran it through that little slot and onto the back. So pretty decent tuck, you know, for no interior. I mean, that red wire will be showing, but it doesn't matter. And I got the other end here, just gonna trim it up a bit, and then we're gonna mount the battery on here. Alright guys, so I got my battery box all mounted up, pretty sturdy on there. All I did was use 4 self-tapping screws right here. I got these at Home Depot a while ago, and actually comes with the little drill bit that you need. So just 4 of them holding it down. This thing's not going anywhere, super sturdy. If you guys want, you can actually add the little ratchet strap around just to make it more secure, but I'm not going to do that. But 4 little tapping screws, it's not in the way of the fuel pump. Careful you don't use really long screws so you don't drill too far deep, you know, maybe puncture something. These are pretty small. These are tiny, so they're not going to go that deep. So this is where it's going to sit. Now, you can put it on the other side, but the reason people choose to put it on the side of the fuel pump is actually to counter the weight balance of the driver. I know it sounds a little bit silly, but you know, whatever. So you'd be sitting there and then the battery's over here, so I guess it counterbalances a little bit. But this is where I'm gonna put it. You guys can put it over here if you have enough wire, which in this case with this kit you do. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim up that wire and put the terminal on it, and we'll drop the battery in. So I went ahead and removed the stock ground wire, which was connected right here. And then you have another connection right here on the battery box. Obviously, I don't have one, the stock one. Now, for power, what I did, this is the cable that we ran through all the way to the back. I just wrapped it up in some loom. Now, I cut off the terminal ring and basically left just this end part right here, this, where the hole is. And now, what you're left with, basically, is 3 of these, kind of like that, and then you're going to run a bolt through all 3 and just thread it on. So all 3 are going to be connected like that. That's how you're going to get your power to it. You can go ahead and cut off these fuses and run it through a distribution block, I think that's what it's called, and then you mount that up somewhere. So you would run the power into there and then split it off into these 2 and then into your starter. That's a better way to do it. This is just kind of a little ghetto way, but it will work. So I cut off the terminal ring and then left basically this end on the wire that goes onto the starter, and then just ran the other ones with a bolt basically stacked like that. Now other people have done it like that, it'll work just fine. You can clean it up a bit. I taped it up and loomed it up, and I'll just tuck it under all this so you can't really see it. Now let's go back to the back. Remove that. Have your ground. Just connect that anywhere to the chassis. I put it up here for now. I'm not gonna leave it there. I'll probably put it right here, a better point, or anywhere really. I've seen people put it actually right here too, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. If you guys recommend any other spot, let me know. But I actually have to go and get more of these connectors because kit only gives you 3, and I need 2 more because next we're gonna be putting that fuse. Is a 200 amp fuse, and you're gonna want to put that between a foot of the battery. So I got my cable here. It's gonna go here, and then this end will go here, and the other end will go on the other side. So let me run and go get more of those connectors, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so after running around the whole city, I went to AutoZone, I went to O'Reilly's, I went to Home Depot, I went to Walmart, and I could not find these connectors and a 0 gauge. That is what I'm using right here, 0 gauge wire. So use 2 gauge, just make things easier for you guys, but that's what the kit gave me. So I went to a couple of audio shops, stereo shops, and they also didn't have it until I finally ran into one that did. He sold me both of them for $5, so thank you for that guy. So now I'll show you guys this cool little tool that my dad let me use. It's called a battery ram style terminal lug crimper, and it's a pretty cool tool that I used for this install. I'm gonna show you guys real quick how to use it. So the way this works, you don't want to grab your wire, obviously strip it back a little bit, and you're gonna put your little connector in here, just like that. Like that. So then once you got that in there, to crimp this down with this tool, at least this little thing, you pull it and it lifts it. So you don't want to stick this in there. Let me put the camera down real quick. So just like that. Then you grab a hammer and you're gonna hammer the top, and it's gonna crimp it down in the bottom. It's gonna look nice. So let me pause this real quick and I'll show you guys how it's done. A little wire set up on the crimper. He's gonna hit the top and hammer it down. You're gonna want to hit it pretty hard. I can't really do this one-handed. Let me see if I could do it. Just like that. And then lift it, take your wire out, and look at that. Nice crimped on there. And that is not gonna come off. So cool little tool to have around if you guys do this a lot. If you work with stereo wire a lot, doing stereos and alarms and stuff, pretty cool little tool. So thank you, Pops. Alright you guys, so after you got your 2 ends crimped on with the rings, I want to put them on the fuse. So I want to open this up, and what I gotta do is undo both of these, just like that, all the way out. Put one in there, put your nut back on, and same thing on the other side. I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. Alright you guys, so I got both ends on the fuse, and there is a washer in between each side of the ring. All you gotta do is put your little cover back on, and that's how it's gonna look. Now let's connect this end onto the battery and see if this works. Alright you guys, so let's run through this one more time. We got a connection here. Remember the 3 rings all together with a bolt running through all of them, and you'll get power to the alternator and to the fuse box. So tuck that down in there. This is the red wire running all around through this hole here. Down through here you can see the wire a little bit. I use this grommet that was here, just cut up a little slot, let it slide through, coming around, comes down, runs all the way through the back. Tucked it under this panel here a little bit. Like I said, I don't have an interior. And then it's gonna come up into your fuse, other end, into your terminal, into the battery, got your ground, and just put the lid back on. But first, let's go see if this will actually do anything, or if it doesn't, we got to go back and check everything. So get in here, let's put our key in. Well, as you can see, we got power. You guys can hear that. So far this works. Lights go up, lights go down. Cool. So one more time. Yep, you guys can hear keys out. Let's turn this. Oh, we got power, you guys. So I'm gonna crank the car because we do have a wiring issue down here. So obviously it's not gonna start. So we gotta take care of that first. But as you guys can see, we got power now. So I'm gonna leave the battery disconnected for now, just so it won't drain, and so we can fix that down there. So pretty simple install. You're gonna see the wire, but if you guys have interior, you won't see it. Check out that ECU, signed by Eliminate Themselves at AutoCon. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this, make sure you give it a like, give it a comment. Any questions you have, just go ahead and ask. I do reply to all you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Share this with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time.